Marist hosting St. Peter's, and after coming off a couple of losses, Khalid Hart's feeling was,
we've been on a losing streak and, we were tired of it.
But the Red Foxes were losing their footing in the early stages of this one. That's Desi Washington, who finished the night with 11 points. But Marist had an inside presence in Adam Kemp, and they were using it. Kemp gets the friendly roll and was on his way to locking up the inside for the Red Foxes. The problem was, St. Peter's was gathering points from the outside and hit 4 3-pointers in the first half. Chris Berg finished with 2 3-pointers, 12 points overall. But Marist wasn't letting this one get too far out of hand. With some aggressive play, T.J. Curry flies in for the rebound and the putback and gets the foul. Marist was 8 of 9 from the foul line in the first half. The Peacocks were doing a little razzle-dazzle, and to that, Marist head coach Jeff Bauer says whoop-de-doo, because Jay Bowie was going to have an outside presence and hit 2 3-pointers of his own on this night. All Marist had to do was keep shooting and find a way to slow down Marvin Dominique. Dominique was deadly from the outside and finished with 21 points. St. Peter's led 31-25 at halftime. But in the second half, Marist came out with more dumps to the big man. And Kemp was doing it himself as well, with 11 rebounds and 18 points. It was nice to see the power of an inside game, and Marist was using it to chip away at the Peacocks' 9-point lead in the second half. And when Manny Thomas hit this 3-pointer, the game was tied at 42. And then, the Red Foxes just kept piling it on. Bowie from the outside, that's a 3. Siobhan Lewis, the drive, and his own follow-up. Baskets started falling, and Marist led 57-49 and never looked back. The team's first win after trailing at halftime puts the Red Foxes at 3-5 in the MAC with plenty of season left to go before the playoffs. And Adam Kemp's double-double led the way. Marist wins it 70-63 the final.
I think Adam was a force inside as far as size to offset their speed, quickness, and length of their front line. And I think our guards did a really good job showing the poise to get the ball to him inside, because I felt that was an asset that we had that they would have a hard time with.
Wins like this, the game was close. We had to come back and then still had to finish out a close game. It really builds character for your team. So I know that going forward, this is a good stepping stone for us.
I think we just continue playing. I mean, as a team, when you look into the guys' eyes, you could just see that we believed we was gonna eventually pull through. We wasn't making shots in the first half, but we just kept confident and we got our spot.
And it's always hard to win here. It's always hard to win here. It's a tough place to play. Crowd was great, They should start coming out a little bit more for these guys because they played hard, they played with enthusiasm, and they played the game the right way.